I often teach counseling as an art form. And one of the things we do in graduate training programs is we make students expert at the kind of general practice theories that form the basis of treatment and the evidence-based interventions within those kind of general practice theories that can be leveraged to promote healing in the clients that we treat. So general practice theories, evidence-based interventions, but everybody learns those, right? And
Hmm.
some providers have great clinical outcomes and some don't, but they all know the same content.
Hmm.
So what is the difference that makes the difference? That's a legitimate question to ask as a professor and as a potential client and as a provider, right? And so the three kind of components of therapeutic art, in my opinion, are intuition, creativity, and discernment. So those can't be taught, Chuck. I can't necessarily teach a student how to have an intuitive sense for what's happening in my client's journey, what's needed in their current phase of treatment. That's kind of that gut instinct, sort of visceral feature of care that comes as a person lives a healthy life, develops some self awareness, and gain some understanding of the process. So the second part of that is some creativity. You know, at some level, counselors manufacture an hour of conversation, hour by hour, day by day, to promote change in people's lives. And you got to kind of have a think outside the box mentality to make that meaningful day after week after month after year. And the healthier a provider happens to be, the more creative juice they have access to. And so part of the artistry of clinical treatment is being healthy enough in my personal life to kind of practice from the overflow of that
Hmm.
health. And discernment's all about what I read in my client, and I distinguish that from intuition. Intuition is more about the treatment process. Discernment is more about how I connect to my client and what I read in them in the room. And there's a little bit of personality involved in that. There's a little bit of a genuine love for people involved in that. There's a little bit of grace involved in that, and a whole lot of patience for the human condition involved in that. And so that's stuff that it's developed over the course of the rigor of your academic training. It's developed in connection with your faculty and colleagues, and it's cultivated over time in the trenches of mental health treatment. And that's a clinical art.